These young innovators felt the need to come up with something innovative or some device which could help students conduct themselves better. I start with the youngest innovator, who is Aarti here, and she has come up with a device called Silensonator. Right, Aarti, how did you come? Can you just explain about your device a little?
Okay, so it's like a really small device and it works. I want it to work on batteries and can be like probably could be fit anywhere. And this device will have sound sensors on it, and the sound sensors will detect noise or like people talking. And when it detects that, it will send a message to the speaker, and the speaker will remit beeps. So and if the noise is really low, the beeps will also be low. But if the noise is like there's a lot of noise, and the beeps will be loud, and there'll be more beeps with the frequency.
Could you just throw some light on how it would help the teachers?
The teachers don't have to constantly go after the students, be quiet, please be quiet, please remain silent.
I think you got an insight into her innovative idea. Thank you so much, Aarti. Next, I would like to talk to Abhishek, who came up with a car locator, actually, and he calls it the car finder. Can you throw some light? Was it out of experience that you came up with this idea?
Actually, in many places we see young teenagers wanting to go out with their friends in cars, and then somehow it can be by mistake that they put their car somewhere and then they forget where to keep it, and then they come home scared to tell their parents. So I think with this device they don't need to worry anymore, because this thing will just help them find their car. And yeah.
It's only for teenagers or old people like me also?
It's actually for anybody who feels the need to like always be safe.
Can you tell me something more? Can you tell the audience something more about the device?
Basically, this device contains two parts to it. One which will be put on the car, and one which is a remote which you have with yourself. So in case you lose your car, you can just press the button on your remote, and sensors of the car will start like scanning the surroundings, and they'll send visuals to the video camera on the remote.
Okay, I think the audience have got a sneak peek into your innovation. I would now go back to Sri Harsha, who has a unique idea of, one fan being switched off when the class makes a lot of noise. Can Sri Harsha please throw some more light on it?
Put it louder in the mic.
Into the mic.
So basically I call my invention fan control, and it helps teachers don't become targeting anyone. Some teachers go like, children, because of you and all your noise, you have to raise our voices, shout, at the end of the day, we have big birthday, blah blah.
Can we have some silence? I'm sure it stemmed out of his frustration when the class was going on and the teachers were also going on and on. Yes.
And even when I joined the school, there was lots of noise in the class. I felt, how can the teachers cooperate? So this device, it's actually a fan thing. So on the regulator, there'll be a screen which measures the decibels on the sensors. They can be placed around wherever you want in the class. There will be 4 sensors for each fan. And so if the noise level gets too high near one of the fans, that fan will automatically go off, which then, from what I've seen, silences the students.
So there's a screen, and that particular fan, what he is thinking is there are multiple fans in the classroom. All of us have seen, right? So every fan, the children sitting below that fan, only that particular fan will be switched off when that regulator or that particular sensor reaches minimum decibel level. Is that what you were thinking? Yes? Okay. Can we give a big round of applause to all the people who are innovating till now? At the end we will clap for everyone. Right. We go to till now we have all conduct, behavioral innovations. Let's go to Vinit Alapati, who actually has devised a futuristic car. He has given an idea in which it can prevent accidents, it can prevent, it can keep the people safe inside the car, it can also, air pollution it can reduce. So there are a lot of things which are there, which he has put into his innovation. I know some of the ideas are just, they are still floating and they have not been concreted. So let us see what his innovation says. Over to Vinit Alapati.
Okay, so I made a car that runs on solar power, and that reduces emissions for air pollution, and also to prevent crashes. These cars will have magnets. So when you're coming close to the car, the magnets will repel each other, and the cars won't crash. And yeah, that's basically the main idea. Then it'll also have sensors that it can detect if you're trying to cross a red light or something. It'll stop you from going across the red light by detecting the light and not that. Yeah.
The wonderful thing which, we found, the science department found very innovative was the cars having magnets, okay? And we know that light poles ripple. And so that was his idea, that if somehow we could incorporate that, probably the accidents which we see every day on the road would be less, far less than what they are today. So kudos to you, Vinit. We go on to the next innovation which comes into the classroom, not about behavior, but about something usage of, usage of dictionary without having to carry the heavy dictionaries and the thesaurus and all these things. Over to Bhavna, who has given an idea about this innovation.
Basically, I was thinking of how many times, usually when we read books and all, we usually take a bad dictionary, flip the pages and then find it. So I'm like, why waste your time? So why don't you use a small pen which has a small scanning system and a projecting hole and a small memory card where you can, which contains all the words and the meanings of your preferred dictionary. And it's very convenient and it's lightweight. You can take it wherever you want. And yeah, so if you want the meaning of the word in a book, so you can just scan it, and then and from the projection hole, it will just project the meaning on the white surface on the wall.
Did the idea come from the fact that there are already pens which have spell check? Actually, they do exist.
Yeah.
So did the idea come from there? It is an innovation. It is an idea, okay, which was very, very well applauded by the science department. So did that idea stem from there, and you wanted to, enhance it further, take it a step further?
Yeah, because I was also thinking in a way during classes, if you don't know some meanings, then you can actually use the pen. So if you don't know meaning during classes, you can just see it and then write it with the pen again. So yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Bhavna, for your innovation. I hope when it comes into the market, the children don't use it to write. Now, one more thing to check when you come to write your exams. Amidst all the other, other things which we check, a transparent, a transparent pencil box, all these things. So, one more thing to check, teachers, about this innovation which she is talking about once it comes into the market. Right. Another behavioral conduct which we go back to Kshitij of stage 7. Let us hear what his innovation is.
So basically my inspiration for this idea was from Vidya Ma'am's problem which she announced the other day. So I just wanted something innovative, so I put my device on a watch. So basically this watch, it has a microchip which stores only the user's voice and a microphone. So in a crowded place where, example this assembly, when everybody talks and only if the
user talks, it only detects the user's voice and it pinches slightly, alerting the user and also not accounting for any other noise pollution. So basically this is safe because if others talk, your device won't pinch you. And also because this device can be adjusted, like since it doesn't know when exactly to pinch the user, so there'll be a specific time limit which will be set by the right authority, in this case the school. So let's say at 12 or 1 o'clock when it's our lunch break and morning 8:30 to 9 in assembly. So at that time if the user talks, then it will alert the user. So it's just a simple one, and this can also be used to discipline students in other institutes.
Okay. He also says that if the voice level is high, which he has forgotten, I think, if the voice level is high, the pitch will be, more, and the pitch will be less when the voice is, when the noise or the voice of that particular speaker is a little less. So Vidya ma'am, we can have a quieter assembly from tomorrow once this device comes into play, and I'm sure you would like to work more on that, right?
Compulsory part of uniform now.
Now compulsory part of uniform, that's what Pratibha ma'am is telling. So there are so many innovations, but some person who actually innovated a thing to take care of someone who is challenged. Let us hear more from him. Amol Ishkar, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause for him.
Thank you. My device is a walking stick for the blind. They normally, when they use a walking stick, they have to swing it in front of them. So in case anybody is there, they might get hurt or any bad wounds. And then this device works by echolocation. It's like the bat, and then it produces supersound waves and ultrasound waves, and it reflects back, and the receptor collects the waves and the time taken. If it's very less time, that means the object is closer, so the handle vibrates more. If the tape is taken more time, then the handle vibrates less frequently.
And also something else you have added. Yes? And there will be people nearby,
Yeah,
right? Who will alert?
Yeah, if they're it's powered by normal chemical batteries which we find in the store. So it has an LED which signals when the battery is at lower charge. So their relatives or friends or anybody passing by, they could alert them that the battery is about it's low on charge, so they can replace it. So they won't have to face problems.
I think this was a wonderful innovation where he spoke about people who are blind and they stand at the side of the road thinking how far the object is or how far the traffic is, how to move, everything is a challenge for them while moving, right? So this is a little more explanation about it. He is telling, he has even drawn it. It's like a walking stick, a very neat drawing if you can see. And it is having a receptor, it is having a vibrator, it is also having, LED which also tells. So all the things have been taken care of while he was thinking about this innovative idea. That brings us to the end of this talk show. Yes, that brings us to the end of this talk show. And remember everyone that ideas come to you when you look for them. Ideas come to you when you have keen observation power. Ideas come to you when you are irritated also, that you have to do so many things. And remember, every idea counts. I want you to give a chair clap starting now for all the innovators. You can now relax and have your coffee. And I request Ifat ma'am to throw more light on innovative ideas.
My first question to the host and the participants suspense of the show is there coffee in those meals? Yeah, coffee is not good. It's too big a stimulant for little children. Anyway, you don't require that stimulant because you are pretty much high on energy, and the proof of that was shown. Whenever we talk of energy, somehow we always think of physical energy. When a person has a lot of energy, the person is hyper and shouting and screaming and moving his or swinging his or her arms about. Yes, we always talk about physical energy. But then these students here have proved that they are pretty much high on brain energy as well. Very good. Congratulations to all the children for coming up with these wonderful ideas. The others whose ideas, who did not get a chance to come on the most, what do you say? The host with the most ratings, Ragini ma'am, on the show. Next time we'll have you with something else, right? Thank you very much for the teachers as well for coming up with this wonderful idea. As ma'am said, each idea counts. So if you were not able to feature on this show, doesn't matter. Your idea is also very important, and we have saved all these papers in which you have written on your ideas and put up, and we will find some way of making sure that these ideas reach a wider audience. What struck me was nearly 50% of the ideas that the children had come up with had to do with their own and your own behavior. So there is a problem which students have identified and have had the courage to bring to fore. So we know now what the teachers have always been shouting about and we have always been yelling about is that there is a lot of noise, and most of it is being generated by most of the people in the community here, that is the students, because of which we are expected to shout. Okay, so I have come up with one idea which, if ma'am permits, I can share with the children. It's a simple device called the lips. And it works with a pair of contraption called the ears. So how it works is, when sound waves start reaching the contraption, the two ears, lips automatically shut. Simple? No? Okay. Alright, so you need to talk sometimes, you have to express yourself. So maybe we can put in a sensor in the ears that if the noise sound level reaches a particular decibel, the lips automatically shut. Difficult? What? Very difficult, no? We are the source of the problem, we are the solution. Why do we need any kind of an external device? I'm really thinking about this problem. One place you did not mention, yes, that pinching device that you said, where's Lydia ma'am? Applicable all the time from during assembly time and dining hall, yes. So for the past 2-3 days, my brain cells have been working and said how to keep the noise down. So I came up with one more idea. Ideas are all around, right? It just needs a breeding ground. So I thought, okay, and this has come, Ragini ma'am, from a restaurant that my family and I had visited. And we wanted to talk, share what all had happened over the week, and we could not talk because the music was so loud. Says, oh my God, let me try this in my dining hall. You think it will work? Yeah? Have music which is skyrocketing, playing music. Yeah? Should we try? How many of you think this idea will work? Please raise your right hand. were children, that means teachers, and I'm older than many of your teachers. When we were at school, Pragina and I were at school, there was one device, one equipment, one object, which worked wonderfully well. No, Sirisha, I'm not that. Not that. That object was a walking, talking person called the principal. The principal would be,
Even any teacher also.
okay, any teacher. They would be miles away. Principal's coming. The whole thing is shut. Keep quiet. But unfortunately, that device also has kind of,
Relegated to the past.
has become control, willpower of the human beings, of any person, is the greatest